made, but then when you get the shovel under it, the whole thing comes up like a bowl, like all this, just like a crater that you excavate. Um, but yeah, holy fuck, I'm gonna be sore in a little bit. So I feel you, Derek.
I am already sore. My everything hurts. 'Cause I did too much before doing the snow. And then I did the snow, and now it's worse.
Doesn't sound like you.
I could never.
No, in this economy.
For free? Please. Anywho. Welcome back, friends. Recordings are going. Who would
Hi,
like
Greg.
to give us our recap of what happened last time?
I nominate Andrew because he hasn't done one in a hot minute.
Yeah, I was about to nominate myself.
Well, yeah, he doesn't.
I don't-
He doesn't know about our new popcorn rule too.
Oh
the
yeah.
popcorn rule.
We were doing popcorn.
Popcorn
retail,
is allowed on occasion as a treat.
and we get to split the inspiration. So we all four have to agree now when it should be used. It has to be unanimous.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
give this one just to Andrew.
Agreed.
Just to give our new friend something to work with.
Okay, so this was my first game back in like a month and a half, and I was playing Reshard, the Hunter, halfling with a whatever this thing is called, an eye patch, right? Who knows the land well that the rest of these city slickers are hunting on. Reshard had come in contact with the group shortly before they began combat with a couple of vultures. We somewhat easily enough dispatched with the vultures, but not with the seedling that came afterwards, and especially not with the weird thorny vines that were grabbing people and knocking them out and poisoning them. We ended up getting away, but discovered that seeds were growing within the dead vultures and within maybe other dead things, which is not common for this part of the woods, or really any part of the woods that my character at least is familiar with. Reshard had shared that he was hunting some large radiant creature, and the group revealed that they were hunting an anguisher. They, I think, ultimately decided to go after this larger beast because they could yield more of whatever they need for this tower of power of theirs. And the party split, which is always a good idea. I know the DM really appreciated that. Reshard
much.
and Duncan went in one direction to camp out overnight, of course, and Navos, his child, Lyric, and Brun went back to the tower to drop off the vulture bodies, and Lyric. You guys brought the bodies back with you, if I'm remembering.
Mm-hmm.
And Navos pulled the Triumph card for Mahir, same one that he pulled for Mahir, for Lyric before they went their separate ways. And I think that is all the notes that I have.
That seems pretty good. Anything from anyone else to add or adjust?
I believe we also took the sleeper, the dryad,
The cedar.
us. The cedar, yes. I don't know why I said sleeper. But yes, the cedar is also with us with the vultures.
Okay.
Just because that's gonna benefit. That's our way out of here. So I want to make sure we know what goes into the gas tank.
I don't think it added so much to the plot, but there was a moment between Brendan Navos and Navos Jr. About death and the meaning of life and whatnot. Because this is his first experience. This is his first day alive.
Mhm.
This is his first day experience with death. And Duncan also had to express death in the vast city of Callow, where it was kind of destroyed to Reshard. He didn't really like the city slickers. So a lot of death.
Yeah, and Navus is planning on trying to talk to Arati and Ebok about Lyric before leaving again.
Okay. Sounds pretty good to me. So we will return to the tower, just to begin there. You have deposited the corpses into the cellar doors. You didn't really hear a splash or anything. Everything was kind of shadowy as you threw them in, and they were gone. Heading inside to rest for the night, you are welcome to wander around. Evok is around. It's been trying to clean up the library, it seems. You can hear it pacing around, muttering and mumbling, and occasionally having those conversations with who knows what it's talking to. Your rooms are as you remember them. Navos, you have a simmer pot now too.
Perfect.
When did you want to have your conversations?
I would like to do both as soon as possible. If Arati's in her chambers, we can do that in the morning. But I'll help out Ebok with cleaning up.
You can wander your way through the Infinite Suite for a little bit until you knock on a door that she opens. Hello?
Arati, I'm sorry for the late night awakening. I need help, if you can.
Okay.
Lyric, my child. Can I hire you
I
to
told you-
babysit them?
I told you I am not a babysitter. I am a research assistant. Those are very different things.
I know,
I can't
know.
handle a child.
I can't either, to be honest.
That's a you problem.
I understand. I found money in the armory. If that helps at all.
She kind of pauses, thinking about her current situation. How much money? I'm going to need something when I finally get out of here.
5 gold?
She looks like she was about to accept. Make it 10.
Make it 7.
9.
From the other room where Lyric and Brun are maybe playing, Brun's just kind of keeping an eye while they're having this conversation. You do hear I'll make it 6 if this ends faster. This is terrible haggling, please. How much do they pay you to be a research assistant?
I will make it lower than the
3?
lowest offer if it ends right now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'll do 3 gold right now if it's
Yep.
How
That's
much-
not how haggling works. You're supposed to make the number bigger, not smaller.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Do you understand
mu-
numbers?
How much did you get paid as a research assistant? What was
More
your
than
salary?
that.
Really?
This is exactly how I talk to my babysitters too. Like, oh, you're gonna watch my kids? How about I underpay you?
$5, I'm taking to leave it. I'm not driving you home then.
Neighbors,
I-
make me make me a very quick
Mhm.
persuasion. Just for the fun of it.
Okay.
'Cause I'm feeling sassy.
What is my persuasion? Okay.
That's a good face.
That's that's a nat 1.
Fine, just for the bad haggling. 10, or I feed it to Ebok.
This is your best option. If I were you.
And you have no option, apparently, or you wouldn't be asking me. She starts to swing the door closed, like very dramatically. Like, she is really playing this up.
I throw my foot in front of the door and I pull out 10. Please make sure that they're clothed and somewhat healthy, in bed by 7 p.m.
Fine. Leave some food downstairs too. I don't have any way of getting more.
All right, all right. And thank you.
Dinner's in the fridge.
Yeah.
I'll be in the library working on what you've requested. As long as it behaves and doesn't piss off the bird, we should be fine.
I'm
I'd
going.
really rather not deal with that.
I'm gonna talk to the bird as well. We'll see what I can do. I'm hoping not to be out.
Little eyebrow
too
raise. Good luck.
Thank you. Same to you. Have a good evening.
And she swings the door shut.
Braun, it didn't work. I do have some extra, but that was expensive. As I start to go to the library.
Nah,
Well, that's childcare for you.
yeah, could have been worse.
Get used to it.
Could have been worse. And I'm going to, I will hand, I will reach into my bag and pull out 5 gold for Navos, and just hand it to him and go,
Please, I found this in the armory. There's still 5 extra that I didn't tell her about.
all right. Like, you definitely kind of like, okay. All right, you.
Well done.
And it's a little bit of like, you surprised me. You okay? Fantastic.
Amazing. What else you doing?
Oh, talking to Ebok and leaving some rations in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
Ebok.
solo for that conversation. Brun will ask as you're going to talk to the bird. Do you want to talk to Ebok by yourself, or do you want me as you want Lyric and I in there?
Stay where you can hear me, but watch Lyric for now.
Is Lyric still kind of weirdly shell-shocked?
They are still processing. They're trying to kind of get through the day at this point. Sitting fairly quietly has regained the songbook and is parsing their way through that.
All right, Lyric. Hey, let's go find ourselves a nice, comfy place to sit and read. Sound good?
You get a head nod as they stand up and start following you. Book carefully cradled along with the tarot card that Papa had given them.
Papa has given a tarot card.
Lyric is free.
We're going to we're like, once we kind of like when Navos and Ebok start talking, we're going to Brun and Lyric are gonna like go around the corner. Even if there's not a comfortable place to sit, Brun is going to find a piece of furniture to make it a comfortable place to sit.
There are scattered kind of reading nooks and such.
Yeah.
And when you make your way over toward the large windows, you see them shift, and the one that you settle in front of starts to show what's outside. It gives that weird looking at your own location just a little bit, but the illusion is good enough that you see outside, and it's lovely as the sun is going down. Lyric settles in once again with the book and is kind of closing themselves into what they're reading.
Brun's used to long waits for people to get out of meetings with a small child in tow. So he is just like sitting down, like got his feet
Naturally.
aren't propped up, but he definitely like would. He's ready. He's just chilling. He's waiting for someone to call his name, and he'll just look out the window.
Nevos, you find Ebok. It takes a little bit as you try and convince the library that you do, in fact, need to find it.
Mhm.
You keep hearing like the talons clacking angrily through the stacks, but as you turn the stack to try and find where the noise is coming from, there's no one there, or things have shifted in a way that you end up going farther away. It takes you a bit of time to try and wrangle this library. And eventually, you enter the same stack, same row as Ebok, who turns to you, the head kind of whips towards you. Well, look who's returned.
Hey, buddy. How's it
Do not
going?
start with me. What do you want?
I had to bring them back. It was too dangerous. I can't.
I'm well aware of the things in the Bloodwell. That was your job. That was your task. You actually did well bringing them back.
Thank you. Curious how far we are, but besides that, Lyric will most likely be here, the library itself, most of the time. I'm hoping not to be out for too long. But if you can you keep them to the lower shelves? Not high knowledge.
As you're saying all of this, the feathers are floofing out, the crest is lifting with every word, and the eyes narrow at you. Your mess does not stay here.
Arati will be watching them.
Great. They can do that outside my library. Yes, it's my library by now. You're not around to deal with it. So,
Can we do like a little exchange? Just pass them one book for a day.
an exchange.
No, not like that.
And now they're excited.
Ugh.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
What might you be offering in that case?
What are we
Depending
talking?
on the deal, I might be amenable.
I've already paid Arati. Does that help? Do you need what? Gold?
Why do I care?
No. What would you like?
You must have picked up by now that I'm rather famished. I could use a decent meal.
I do have a few rations on me.
I got
Their
some
hand is
bacon in my pocket.
outstretched. I don't tend to eat the way you do. Memories. Knowledge. I've been known to take a language or two. What are you willing to give up?
Interesting.
Your friend already gave me some. Have you noticed any ill effects?
They have been mentioning somebody else. Not on purpose. How about
I meant the big one, Brun.
that's who I'm talking about?
Okay.
I'll give up a language. How about Undercommon?
And there's this grin. They've stalked towards you, the head lowering to be face to face with you. The crest has risen up, and those little blue wisps of fire that hang around them are kind of dancing around all of you. The light is spinning almost with their hand outstretched. A deal then. I will allow your spawn in the library for this undercommon.
But keep this in mind, the lower level. Piercing them in their eyes. Nothing related.
Would it be piercing into one eye? Or unless he's like darting between the two eyes.
I'm just looking back and forth.
Navos has a really weird pupil. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, is it two irises?
It's how Lyric showed up.
It's 3, actually.
Oh,
Hold, please. What were you saying, Navos?
Any things on the lower level. Nothing related to Arcanus.
When you say Arcanus,
Mm-hmm.
there is a little bit of a quirk to the head. Tilts just ever so slightly. As you wish. Hand is still outstretched and waiting for yours.
As I go to place my hand, if you know where that came from, we can talk later. Place it on top.
You feel yourself falling into memory. When did Navos learn Undercommon? What was that like?
Well, can I reach to the group itself? What is the typical use of Undercommon? What can I pull this from?
Thieves can't kind of stuff.
Thieves' Cant is Thieves' Cant.
Thieves can't is
Ah.
Thieves can't, but it's used in the same kind of context with
I-
burglars and things like that, I
I
believe.
thought Undercommon
Undercommon is like
common
Sverf
for
Neblin.
Underdark,
Yeah.
for Drow and Duragar and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Evan.
There's
Yeah,
that's
Navos' weird eye, by the way.
Read a rule book.
So yeah, that would be like Underdark type creatures. The language.
So when was
amongst them.
Navos underground?
Interesting. This would be a case of pick a random year in the decades that Navos has left his hometown. There was a warning of an eventual seismic event possibly happening, and he ducked down into the Underdark to keep safe, and in that time there, picked up on the language. Again, scurrying through supposed alleys, if you can call them, learning from those that would offer help.
As you kind of retrace the learning of this language, you learn a word here, a phrase there, the system of the language. You realize in the memory that people are speaking to you and you're speaking, but you have no idea what's being said. As you come back, looking into those dark, dark eyes of Evok. You don't really feel the loss of the language. You still have those memories, but the context, the meaning is missing now.
Hmm.
Those little flame wisps are much more excited. There are more of them. They are brighter all around, and you see it glinting in the reflection of Evok's eyes as it looks so self-satisfied. A most excellent deal. Lower shelves. We'll make sure of it. And it straightens up, kind of adjusts its doublet. If there's nothing else, did you at least get a look at the stars so I can pinpoint our location?
I did. Before I fold on my bed tonight, I will draw out a map. I'll give it to you in the morning before we head out.
That'll work. Sooner the better. And it returns to the ordering and shuffling that it was doing. You get the sense that it really doesn't need to be doing this cleaning. It's just having a time and needs something to be doing. This is like nervous pacing in the cage. Like, as it shuffles things around, the library is already ordering things anyway. But it kind of gives you a little dismissive hand wave. Shoo shoo. And it turns a corner and is gone.
Bit upset after losing this context. That's the last thing Navos ever wants, is that missing knowledge. And we'll slowly walk out of the library and meet back up with Brun and Lyric.
You see them settled by the window, the large windows. Sunset behind them.
How are they doing?
Lyric is very much into this book.
Well, interested, at the very least. Quiet, but
I'll walk up to Lyric, bend down so my face is next to theirs. Did you find a favorite verse? What's been catching your eye?
I'm trying to figure out these markings. They are language, but they're not. And Lyric is pointing at music notes.
Mm.
It
It
feels
is-
like I can read them. I don't know what they mean, though.
It is a language. It's a special language. They're written in various ways to play a tune. You see here there are different types of notes. Quarters, eighth, 16th. They go as far as you can imagine. And when you play them at a certain speed and a certain melody, they can sound wonderful or sad. I think that's... I'd like to find you someone to teach you better than I can. You can learn various things in just notes themselves.
Lyric has stopped looking at the page. And as you're talking about how music can sound, how it can feel, how it can make you feel, you see that thirst for knowledge has pushed away the trauma of the day at least for a little bit. You can read this.
Somewhat. It's been a while. This one is quite joyful. It's similar to someone returning home after a long time away. These are chords. These are higher valued notes. It's much higher than a low, darker tone.
I don't understand, but I would like to.
Sometimes I don't either. But that's the fun. I'll be back as soon as I can. And I've talked to the Birdman. You're free roam. You can read as much as you want while I'm gone.
How long will you be away? The Birdman makes me nervous.
Same here until you really get to know them. They're just as anxious as we are. I don't know how long. I'm hoping not for many days, if that. We're on a bit of a countdown.
Brunlyric looks over at you now to ask this question of both of you. Will you be killing more? And they look so sad to ask that.
Not in the way that you saw me
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, Brun's not gonna answer that question. He is going to look over to Navos to handle that one.
You're a kid, you answer.
Brun's also aware of his slightly wobbly ethics on murder.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Is it
Maybe not the
murder if
best
they're
role model.
beasts? I see.
To be honest with you, that is the first time that kind of anger has set in. It was safety for you, but I need to pull myself back. And I promise you that is not my goal for when we are out tomorrow.
I will be safely here,
Yes.
so you won't have to do that again. I look forward to learning more of this. Gestures at the notes on the page. I hope you will try to teach me.
I will.
Tell you what, Lyric. I can't read all those dots and lines on your page. But I do know more than a few songs. They're appropriate for someone their age before you. Don't worry, Navos. If you can find what was the name of that damned book? Hymnal of the Sun and Moon. Those are the ones I know. I sang them when I was growing up. If you can find that, I can sing and you can follow along. And start learning the language that way. How's that sound?
That sounds amazing.
All right. Now you have another.
Kind of looks at you, Navos, as with that kind of look of like, can I? Please,
Oh.
please, say yes.
That is an
Of course it-
amazing option.
Can I hang out with stepdad, please?
Can I hang out with
Dad
Dad
Myrtle's
number
dad?
4.
Daddy it's Daddy Tuesday.
I would
get him.
love to hear you both sing together. To be honest, Brun's got a much better voice than I do. I can do instruments. I'll follow up with you, but you're the
This
lead.
is how we become the Von Trapp family singers.
Oh, Namos is just his eyes their eye just keeps cracking, and we just keep getting smaller and smaller ones. Matryoshka doll of
I
homunculi.
was gonna
I
say
am so worried.
turtles all the way down. And with that, you all pass the evening. There is a key brought for Lyric to have their own room. And there's a bit of a thrum to the tower right now that you hadn't been feeling before. That impression that you're being watched is a little more intense, but it's not necessarily threatening. And you all gain the benefits of a long rest. Our boys out in the field,
That'd be me.
nothing really happens throughout the night. Are you taking watch at all?
Oh yeah. And Reshard is going to make a nice soup before we turn in for the night. Just collecting random things, foraging in the area.
Just for funsies, give me a survival for that, just to see how good this soup is. Please roll for soup.
Regardless of how
Oh.
good the soup is, I know that Richard did not wash his hands after smearing shit on his face. Duncan is not looking for typhoid. So he will be eating whatever cold, dry crackers he has mingling around in his pockets.
That's rude.
I mean, where'd you eating my food? Shit actively on his face.
Like something
Yeah,
floating
Say
out.
so.
Was
That's
it something I
only
said?
A 10. Being this close to the road, it's hard to find things that haven't already kind of been picked through. You know, people stopping to grab things along the way. You manage a meager stew. It'll fill your belly well enough. It's just not the most eloquent of feasts. Throughout the night, there are a couple of passersby, maybe like one random person on a horse, another couple of people who are walking. But other than that, it's quiet. At one point, you feel that kind of impending dread catch you just a little bit, but it passes pretty quickly. It'll take you a little bit longer into the morning for you both to get your long rest.
Mhm.
If you're taking shifts.
Yes. Yeah.
So that is perfectly doable, though. Andrew, you seemed like you had something to say.
The following morning, when we wake up, you would be up first, I think, because
Naturally.
you always like to be up first. Yep.
Mhm.
But same thing in the morning, just trying to forage what I can. There's some stuff in my bag, but you notice that a lot of what I'm eating is just stuff I can find. And at one point, kind of between bites, and I'll just grab the bowl that you don't want and eat it. You know, it is a shame that your friend has taken his kid back. I mean, I get it, safety and everything. So much of the problems that we see today comes from the breakdown of the family unit.
I think
And a kid needs his dad. You know,
I
they
think
need
with so
that
many different
masculine.
interpretations of what a family unit could look like, I think it's hard to judge other family units while standing on the outside of them. I think it's easy for us to see things aren't going the way that we would have done it and kind of assume the worst. But yeah, I think Lyric has a good eye on his shoulders, and I think he'll be just fine. You know,
I've heard that the
I think
first
Nago's
72
going to be a good
hours
dad. Yeah, the
is
first
really
72 hours.
important time.
It is
And
probably
your friend's
not
not going to be there.
beast hunting time. I think I would usually give that a year or two before.
You strike me as different than the other two. I haven't been around any of you for that
Is
long.
it because of my normal stature? I do pride myself on
It
that.
is. It is the way you carry yourself. Yes.
And
you just seem.
what difference does that make to you?
A person likes to know what kind of people they are associating with.
If only that were true. If only that could. If only that happened every time.
How long have you been traveling together? You trust them?
I trust them more than most, I'd say, but we haven't been traveling
Noted.
together that long. Maybe a month or so at this point. Time has kind of been flying by, so much has happened on our journey together that, well, I've only known them for so much time. I feel like we have been thrusted into something important, and I almost feel like I have known them my whole life.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Nature has its need of weeds too. And you notice as I'm talking, I'm kind of like actively picking. If there's any burdock around, Alexis, I don't know if I could see any.
Common roadside
wanna
weed,
be-
yes.
Yep, I just want to be uprooting a couple and cutting the roots off now and storing them for the next night's meal.
Give me another survival for your foraging efforts. At advantage.
What is going on? D&D Beyond. It doesn't let me scroll all the way down to the bottom of my skill list sometimes. It's so weird. That's another 10. What the?
With the advantage?
Oh, with advantage. Sorry, I didn't hear that part.
I was gonna say,
That's
that
a
was
dirty
pretty
20.
bad. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Combined with the critters that you caught in your snares the night before, you manage 2 rations worth of foraging. So put that in your pack. In the snares, one of the animals, rabbit that you've caught, it looks kind of dazed. You're familiar enough with the wildlife around here that there's something about it that it just, like, physically it looks fine to you. But it's not really fighting the snare. It's a bit fresher. It's just kind of hanging out. It didn't really flail or thrash to try and escape. You don't see any signs of it scuffling against the capture. It's just like, oh, I'm here now. And just hanging out.
I'm going to thank it, kill it, skin it, and then remove the stomach and see what I can find inside the stomach.
Inside the stomach looks pretty normal. You're not seeing any of those seeds from yesterday, which I assume is what you're looking for.
Yeah. Do I notice anything? Is everything, as I'm cutting through it, everything seems intact? It doesn't seem like it was bitten by anything, or that any of the meat is a weird color, or anything is punctured that shouldn't be.
You're not finding anything wrong with it. The organs look fine. the brain is fine. There's no signs of trauma other than your snare catching it.
Let's see.
Hey,
I think I
Duncan.
have a.
What do you mean?
Your hand is burning. Your sigil.
My hand is burning? Oh, like in a
You're-
Your phantom hand.
yeah.
As
Is it
Reshard comes back to camp, there's a little bit of a heat. That familiar sense of something's wrong.
okay? Kind of looking around, is there anywhere that would be a pretty obvious place for cover for to kind of maybe something is coming this way? Let us get into cover a little bit quickly. I'm looking for like a
You
large
can dip into the
bush,
woods.
kind of dip into the okay. Kind of feeling my sigil burning and seeing Mashard kind of coming back into camp. I'm going to kind of quickly usher my way over to Richard and don't ask questions. Get in the woods. Get in the woods really quick. And kind of push him.
I'm going to use
into
my
the
natural stealth, and I'm going to take the hide action, even when I am obscured only by a creature that is at least one size larger than you.
Mhm. And I'm going to kind of duck ours away into the woods, looking all around, kind of looking for signs of something moving in the bushes or moving in the trees, coming this way, and kind of holding my hand, hopefully over the sigil, so even maybe Richard can't see it a little bit.
Go ahead and roll
I'm going
me
to assist.
give me stealth checks.
Okay, that is going to be a 5 for Duncan.
Ooh, that is a 24.
Duncan,
Good
your
to see
larger
you. I'm
stature
hiding behind you.
Mhm.
makes it more difficult for you to kind of crouch into these weeds very well. You're not super confident, but as you crouch and wait, you realize as you got closer to Reshard, how do you pronounce it, Andrew?
Reshard.
Reshard, thank you. As
Yep.
you get closer to Reshard, your hand, your sigil starts to burn more. Your stump. It's not strong, but
Mhm.
it is present.
And as I'm kind of hiding this and realizing that it's getting stronger the closer I am, I kind of look over to Richard and then taking my good hand off, I'm going to try to get it closer to Richard without actually touching him, to see if it grows in intensity.
Reshard, this man starts waving a slightly glowing stump towards you.
Not like waving it, but like,
It's like TSA.
yeah.
Beep, 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 beep,
Oh, I'm going to strip search you, bud.
We don't know each other that way.
I hope there's no water bottles in your bag.
Oh, that's more than 4 ounces. Sorry, bud.
Reshard, he's waving his arm towards you a little bit, and Duncan, it's a little bit stronger the closer you are to Reshard.
Hmm.
You
Where
hadn't been
exact-
noticing it the night before.
Yeah.
It's only when he's come back. You realize he's brought more things back from the woods, and there's a rabbit that you see fibers drifting off of.
And kind of making that connection, I'll stand up out of the woods and kind of out of our seclusion. There's a rabbit in your bag. I wouldn't eat that. Tainted.
Reshard's gonna kind of stand up from where we were kind of ducked into the bush, kind of flustered. Yeah, yeah. I was. I thought it looked weird, too.
Oh,
And
can you see them as well?
see what? See what?
I thought the gods had put you in our path. Well, do you remember me explaining to you about Callow and It is some sort of infection, a plague of sorts. It has claimed Callow. It has claimed my fair city of Ulrith. But it is invisible to most. Can't yet to figure out why. But and I'll hold up my stump with my sigil. This allows me to see the very fibers that cause this malignance.
Can I roll an
You-
insight check? I just want to see.
Do I,
Absolutely.
how crazy do I look?
Give me a performance versus an insight.
I'm going to. Yeah.
I rolled an 11.
I rolled a 15.
Richard, it sounds crazy. No matter how you spin it, it sounds crazy. But Duncan seems to fully believe this.
And I'd like to bring the sigil closer to the rabbit and further away to show how much it's illuminating and kind of going back down a little bit. It's kind of like you put your hand next to a Geiger kind of.
Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah,
beep,
exactly.
beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Yeah.
Exactly, but with just light.
It's very faint. The difference is not much. But it seems to be doing something.
It's like looking at a glow in the dark object in the daylight.
Basically.
All over it.
What's that, Richard?
Was the rabbit in my possession when we were hiding in the bushes,
Yep.
or was it? Oh, it was. Okay.
This was after you came
I'm-
back that
yeah,
Duncan
that was
started
it.
freaking out.
These are strange times. I'm gonna take the rabbit and sorry for wasting you, and I'm gonna toss it into the woods, kind of away from the water. Do you know what causes what you're saying?
Believe it or not, my companions and I all have these various sigils, and we are no closer to an answer than we were when we began on this journey. I think we have a group name, possibly, but it is an unsourced lead so far. All we know is that I can see them, my companions can see them, but most others can't.
And you think that the tower that you're taking things to is going to help discover these things or help with these things in some way?
I'm kind of thinking in my head, how should I actually tell this man that I don't really trust? But I think Duncan's honesty wins out overall. This man deserves some answers why he just threw this good rabbit away. The tower is of the magic variety, if you hadn't kind of guessed so far. And most towers of the magic variety have a master. This comes in the form of a wizard that lives at said tower. About a week ago, a group of researchers from Callow were sent to the very tower that we are trying to power to do research into these fibers, into some sigils or symbols that we had kind of picked up along our journey that are related to these fibers. And we were hoping that this wizard might give us some answers, our first real concrete answers. Fortunately, as wizards do, they have locked themselves into our study, and without the power of the tower to open up the door to the said study, we are locked out from both wizard and answers. The caretaker, Ebok, a man, a creature that I do not trust. It is a fiend, a demon of some kind. And hopefully we are on the same page. My companions seem very willy-nilly to help the demon. Has told us that giving it some sort of magical creature or magical trinkets that we do not own would be enough to suffice to power said tower. That's what we were hoping this anguisher, as you so called it, would be able to do. But if you have a bigger prey, that might be even more helpful.
So much of that is beyond.
I understand this is a
I
wild
don't-
tale, and
But if you do what you are trying to do, you can help these woods and stop or reverse what's happening to them.
I won't be so grandiose as to promise such things. But if there is an answer, and we do find it, I do everything in my power to pass that knowledge along to people who might help, or if I can myself help these woods.
You had mentioned earlier about the gods bringing us together, or
I had hoped, but I'm not so sure.
what are
It's
the
like I
odds
said,
to run into the group potentially capable of saving my home? Like, there's so much woods here. The chances of running into anyone, let alone, I mean, that's
I
Providence.
will say it is provincial. It might be the work
Well,
of unseen hands.
whatever you need, or less so your companions, but whatever you need, I'm here. If it can save my woods, coming back with a trophy of what we're hunting would be great. Coming back with the knowledge that these woods will be better off is far better.
You have my word. If I can bring some peace to these dark woods, I'd be more than happy to. And I'll put my hand out to, not more of a shake, but more of the like you grab them by the grieve thing. Again, the shit hands still have not been washed, so the forearm seems like a better option.
Reshard there's a moment where he pauses, where he's not quite sure what you're doing, and you see again like that
Motion.
cluster, and then I'll reach out and
I'll take the initiative to make sure that I grab his forearm, and hopefully he gets that understanding that he grabs mine as a kind of sort of brotherly salute, brothers in arms against this dark force here in the woods.
and you notice
Yeah.
like I hold on.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Bobbles.
The bro shake.
What do I do?
I hold on for like maybe just a hair too long, and then I like let go, and which I'll start.
But that does
picking up
bring us.
camp, and we can wait on your
Yeah,
friends.
Well, I was hoping that we might go track down this larger creature of yours. Hopefully, find out where it's holed up, without engaging
two of
it
us.
in any way. Just the two of us. No engagement. At least gives us an
Okay.
advantage when
Yeah,
the rest of us.
sure.
Yeah, exactly. When Brendan and Navos come back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and Reshard's gonna run around camp, collecting what he can, and then trying to see if there's any tracks or anything that cuts through this area.
I mean, it's important to know. I live my life by a certain set of rules, and this applies even now. Rule number 6: there's always a trail to follow, and I'm going to be looking out for some sort of tracks or sign that this creature had passed through here, or as we're out of the way. I think the tracks were coming down from the write that down. The cemetery. It is one we don't have.
So,
Rule
all right.
6.
Between the two of you, individual survival checks or somebody's survival with advantage.
I I think I got this.
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
Another 10.
27
another 10.
on the
Oh,
first,
fuck, never mind.
and 26 on the second. 27 with advantage.
Reshard, knowing the creature that you're looking for, you're searching for the Anguisher or the
The bigger
larger
creature.
creature, sorry.
The bigger, the bigger
Yeah.
one.
Bigger. You know it was headed more northward, and that was the last it was seen, right? You catch a smell. The wind is coming from the north. There's a burning of some sort. And it's got the tinge of flesh to it. You also see to the west, which I should have revealed to y'all previously, but I forgot to. That particular symbol is an overlook. That is a
Mhm.
high point.
Mhm.
If you were to
Yeah.
go to that hex, you would reveal 2 layers of hexes instead of 1 layer. So right now you see the 6 hexes surrounding your immediate hex. From that one, you would see much further.
To the west still, or to the north in the direction of where we're smelling this?
So this particular one, is somebody sharing for Andrew?
Yeah, I'm just going off of.
Sorry.
Help
I
me.
realized I did not have Roll20 open this whole time.
Yeah, I realized that a while ago, and it's like, yeah, whatever.
He'll figure it out.
I am not your babysitter.
But for 5 gold.
For
10
10 gold.
10 gold.
At least.
10
I'm
gold with a
so good.
coupon.
Gold just reached an all-time record high, so 5 could be like in this economy.
If inflation, though, I gotta bump my prices up. I need a living wage.
It's a good
Okay,
thing
there we go.
myself forgot that I also got platinum.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. You're like, I only have 5 gold.
Then I looked back, I was like, oh no, I have so much more.
Okay, so the overlook is 3 hexes away, and
it is
how-
currently 2 over. Things are a little bit weird on the boundary
Yeah, so
between.
we
these
go
larger
1,
hexes.
2, and be there. So
Okay.
that is one option. So we could go to the overlook and try to see if we can see anything from over there, or we can go back towards the cemetery and see if we can pick up any of these tracks. I think we found tracks for the Anguisher, which isn't the thing we're hunting.
or we follow our noses, because
Which is a rule.
there was what's
No,
that?
that's rule 19. Follow your nose.
Oh, I love that you have these rules. Okay, so
But he says it very weirdly. Follow your nose, he says. It doesn't make any sense, but it's definitely an inside joke for Duncan. You heard a
It
bird
would
say
take
it.
you at least. Hold, please. I'm trying to do math. You can see that it's forested, gentle foresty, up to that overlook. So that would take you a couple of hours there. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Trying to grab my own key here. Yeah, so that would take you 2 hours there just to get up to the overlook. The one that's next to you. So this hex right here.
I mean, we're smelling blood, so that tells me
That one
we
is
can go
forested
a
as well.
mile.
So it
There's
would
blood.
take you about 6 hours to get up to that overlook. At
Yeah,
least. It would
I think
unlock
we should
a
follow our
lot of
nose.
visibility, though.
Yeah, and Duncan wants to be prepared for everything, a way in, a way out. I like the idea of gaining more information on what's around and possibly spotting something that could be a layer or
well, so in theory,
signs of
though, I mean, this
movement.
is Rushard knows these woods. So, is there anything that I think that I would gain from an overlook that I've likely been to already, versus following where this smell is coming from, which is very likely much closer.
So, because you rolled so well on your survival, the wind is fairly strong coming from the north right now. It could be carrying from a decent distance. You can't quite tell how far the smell is coming from.
Mhm.
It does track with what other information you have about this radiant beast, that there would be some kind of fire or burning associated with it.
Mhm.
You would know that there's a fort farther along the road to the north.
Mhm.
Um, Speaking of the road to the north, this Torii Gate on the map,
I was curious why it was there.
that one. So looking further up the road, there are these fairly tall standing stones, very worn kind of pillars of rock that have a little bit of carving that's been worn down quite a bit over time. They don't look like they ever reached fully over the road, but it does form a bit of a passageway of sorts. Pointing, the road goes through it. You're not sure why, but that's the way that it goes. Whether there's a significance there or not, you currently don't know, but that is what you're seeing there. Around
Has it
this
always?
time,
Sorry.
I'm going to say that our boys, our, hello? There we go. Nevos and Brun, you have set off. Ebok gave you the information of where on the map you are located,
Okay.
where on the big map you are located.
We're on the
So you know-
board.
Yeah, you know that you're south of where you had been, south of the major mountain range as well. So by this point, it's been a couple hours. You've made it back to the cemetery. You smell skunk nearby. That's what you got. But Rushard, you were saying as well? You had more to say?
Yeah, this road that is to the north of us, has this road been here for a while?
It's an old road. It doesn't look like people have really been traveling it much recently. You've noticed a bit of a decline in the travel. There's a town to the southwest, down this way, indiscriminately. There's a couple of scattered forts around. You know, there's a settlement up to the northeast rather. There's a fort along the way, and if you go far enough, you'll reach the massive forests that are frequently controlled by druids.
So do I know the nature of the gate that's ahead of us, that's on this road?
Yeah, rocks.
You'd be rocking.
Do I know why they're? Do I know why it's
Most
there?
people just use it
What was
as a
there?
landmark of sorts, a marker for how far on the road they are. From there to the next settlement is a couple of days if you're headed
How
north.
how far are we from the fort that is north of us?
If you follow the road, because roads are only 1 hour of travel,
Mhm.
you could make it there in about 4 or 5 hours.
I need to check. So as a ranger, I think I have a preferred terrain,
You do.
and mine would be woods. Would that assist with us traveling if we take the woods instead of the road?
You can't get lost.
I'm not going to get lost.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of you can't get lost.
Oh, is that what it is?
So, like, if you're looking for a destination, you're going to get to that destination. You can't get lost, but
Yeah, I
So,
don't
we know
think it
about
gives you like a
fort.
speed boost.
I see. Okay. I'll leave it up to you. This is your mission, but for me, it makes more sense to follow. We have a sign of something currently. The wind could change. We could lose this sign. And going in a completely different direction to get better eyes in the area could be beneficial, but really only if we are spotting additional signs when we get to where we're going.
I'll be honest, you live in these woods. You, as a sign of good faith, I will trust you, and we can head northward.
I will say, road boys, you see the others in the cemetery. By this point, you see movement over there
Mhm.
across the stream.
Also, it may prove relevant. You're traveling for an hour or more in your favorite terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't slow you down. You can't become lost. You remain alert to danger even while engaged with another activity, like navigating or tracking. You find twice as much food when you're foraging, and it helps.
We
Tracking
found twice
other
as many
creatures.
disease rabbits.
You also learn exact numbers, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. And your proficiency bonus is doubled if you make an intelligence or wisdom check in their terrain.
Great.
Like,
I should have read all of that when before.
It's more text than I thought, so I was like, I just want to. I'll bring that up. I'll be that guy. There's a lot of shit in here that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, well, and I did think there was a difficult terrain element on it too, which is why I had brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, hey, your friends are back. So much for.
I know. I was hoping we'd be able to go scout and then come back.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it was fun. While it lasted.
So I will say the hex right here is mostly open, very gentle forest, would be classified as hills. You've got road, and road. And then that one. That one is forest. That one right there. And scrolling. Why do I not have something written down? Oh, that one's forest as well. There you go. This one is also forest.
When they meet up with us, I'm just going to explain to the other two the trail we potentially picked up, the direction that this sign is coming from, and just these are your choices.
We'd also like to make alert to Duncan and Avos. No, Duncan. I'm Duncan. Brun and Avos of the diseased rabbit that we had tossed aside. We had picked up. The fibers are closer than we think. We're running out of time.
Does Brun? Can we smell that burning meat smell?
Give me an active perception.
Do you smell what the Duncan is cooking?
Do you smell?
Rexford does.
Perception. That is a 16.
It's faint to your nose, but you do catch a whiff of it. It's a little harder for you to figure out the direction.
Kind of sniffing around. Is that your fire, or is that something else?
We didn't leave our fire unattended, so it's not us.
It might be something. They come this far. That's got.
Well, we're wasting daylight, and
the smell is consistent with what we are hunting.
Well, I'm good to go get it.
Let's leave then. Richard, kind of following Richard's lead, is our resident tracker.
I'm going to follow my nose and potentially any other signs that we pick up on the way toward the source of the smell.
All right. I'm gonna need y'all to start moving your token there, so I can reveal things as you go.
I think the token.
I have
It's
control
control.
over neither token.
Yeah.
Beans.
And we're one group again.
I can do me. That's about. Oh no, I can do
Okay,
both.
we'll just stick with Navos.
Oh,
We'll just stick with Navos.
Oh,
Because we're not splitting the party again, right?
Never again.
No, never.
Right? We wouldn't do
Actually,
that.
now that we're fully formed, some of us can go trekking. Some of us can go to the mountain.
you know, that's a brilliant idea.
We'll
I
pick
like
different groups. I'll take Davis. Davis can come
Yes,
with
yes,
me.
yes,
I
yes.
almost kicked you out of the call, actually, just now.
I get to walk with shit for breath.
Yeah, so let's all head north. Let's go towards this gate and see what, because I know there's a fort up this way somewhere.
Yeah.
Richard had said.
Okie doke. So, closer inspection of the gate, as mentioned. Very old stones, very worn down. Think the stones of Scotland, where they're used for marking territories and boundaries and things. It looks like people have just, out of habit maybe, just year after year, they pass between these rocks. If there's meaning to them at this point, it's pretty well lost.
This area used to be really bad with bandits. Long time ago. There was this idea that if they cut down the woods, they cut down all the trees, and the bandits wouldn't have anywhere to hide. But when they sent people out to cut up the trees, the locals here, they didn't have it. They wanted to deal with the bandits on their own and save the trees, and that's what they did. But
Both of the hexes to the north of you here are hill, just for your record.
I'd like to keep following the road. If there's a fort, I'm
yep, following
connected to it.
the road unless the scent takes us somewhere else.
Follow the red brick road.
There you are. Continuing along, you're not seeing. You see a couple tracks, probably those people who passed through later in the evening. It's only been a couple of hours since you've been traveling on the road here. They're not super worn, these fresh tracks, but everything else, it's been a minute. Like, you would expect this decently developed looking road, like, it's not overgrown, it's not so old that it's indistinguishable. Like, it's still a road. It's clearly there. It's been maybe a week or two since there's been heavy traffic. Which, Reshard, that would line up somewhat with the weirdness going on in the forest, though the forest has been a little bit longer. This one to the right is mountain. You're starting to see these climbing peaks beginning off to the right there. Nice. What are y'all doing as you're traveling? Just for funsies.
Keeping it tense. I'm the first sign of these tracks, this burning smell as it changes as the air comes in. I'm looking for those anything that would kind of throw my senses into a tizzy.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'd like to have a conversation with Brun, either before we met Duncan and Rashid, or now. Just a step back.
Whichever works.
Real quick before you have that conversation, Reshard, you're keeping your nose out.
I
assume?
am. I am occasionally stopping to pick knotweed and dandelions, and it's like I have a special spot in my bag specifically for these plants that I'm picking. And when I pick them, I'm picking them root and stem. I'm taking the whole thing, as much as the whole
Noted.
thing as I can. Knotweed's a lot, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's a lot of material to try and get rid
Yeah,
of.
like it's with the intent to propagate elsewhere. So it's
Okay.
not just purely destroying, but yeah.
Okay, so the physical damage that just caused me as a person.
I know it's spelled with a K, but I just heard I'm picking not
Not
weed,
weed.
and I went not weed. Officer, this can't be weed. It says not weed right
Listen,
on
we
the
already
thing.
dealt with this.
Yeah, why are like I think he's a shit like he's a stoner and a like I don't know. I don't get you, dude. I'm so sorry for the psychic damage, but also
No,
hell yeah, psychic
that's not why
damage.
the psychic damage. The fact that he's trying to propagate this is what has just like
Oh,
raised my
okay.
blood pressure so high.
Just plant it. You know what? You should also propagate mint. You should plant mint everywhere.
Every weekend.
Okay.
You can
Anyway.
always turn it into tea. It definitely isn't a problem for anyone ever.
Man,
Tea and
wow.
kudzu.
Anyway, bringing it back. Give me 2 seconds, actually.
I don't. Guys, I don't think
And
this
I
guy
would.
knows how to take care of his woods.
And we're back. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine.
Are we?
Yeah, you can collect all of those things in your bag,
Mhm.
your special little satchel. They're all yours, buddy. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm still not over it, but we're gonna continue on anyway. So that conversation you guys
Yeah,
wanted
quick,
to have,
name
so I
us,
can
name us. Let's
scream a
vamp.
little
Let's
more.
vamp.
Yeah. I gotta take a step away from Stinky for a second. If you could follow behind me.
Unfortunately, we're still downwind, but we can be less close to him.
Everything he says is downwind. Have you ever, when you've worked, have you ever done something heinous and the person you worked with told the higher ups?
Normally, I'm the guy telling the higher up when someone does that.
Have you ever been sent to see what the other person has been doing, but trying to track it as if you weren't?
What, just act like it's a normal job, but
You're trying to find
Keep it-
something out about them.
Oh. Well, yeah. I was doing that the first day we met.
How do you hide it?
Who are you hiding it from?
Not me. It's Lyric. They're here to learn. And I don't want them to learn too much. They're a spawn of me, and what I came from is unholy. And I don't know who else they have access to.
You're worried Lyric is going to grow up too fast and make some unpleasant choices. Whether or not it's their choice, but they might do something unpleasant.
I'm worried they're also going to get these headaches. And by being young, they don't understand what they learn could be passing off to something that should not know. I kept you situated close enough. Arcanus. I found the name. It's the only instance I have found of it. I have a general idea of where it is.
Hey, Brun.
Mm-hmm.
When Navos says Arcanus, you recognize he said something. It makes no sense. It's scrambled.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. More static to it than that.
I'm
Sorry,
assuming
you found. What did you find?
Arcanus. Nobody's ever heard of it. I'm assuming you don't.
You can feel like this metallic feeling against the back of your teeth when he says it again.
It's such a gentle word. Why are you
Nope.
acting like that?
There is a really unpleasant feeling when someone takes a lodestone filing to the back of your teeth in an effort to gain personal information. You saying whatever it is you're saying is giving me that feeling again.
I've
Are you
said
trying
too
to say
much
a
wrong.
word?
Yes. The name of where I'm from. But I feel like I've said it too many times already.
So pick any other word. But I think... Do you remember... I'm trying to remember who exactly it was.
Well, Curtis is
when
looking.
we said... do you remember when we were talking to people and we said Ellerin and they just like unclicked? They just blanked.
Yes.
I think whatever it is you're saying is doing something similar to me.
I have a
So
feeling
we need
it's...
to find another word for it. You come up with a... Sorry, go ahead.
I want to call it... Homeworld.
Too conspicuous.
That's a very good point. How about
Call it something...
just Arcana?
Roll
still
me. Roll me an Arcana for that one, Davos.
Okay. Also, I had a question.
Yeah.
Did it seem like Ebok heard it when I said it? Did it look like they
Ebok
were...
responded. It reacted in some way. You couldn't read what the reaction really was, but it did react in a way to whatever you said. Whether it caused pain or whether it heard the name, you're not sure.
Okay. That's a 14.
Roll me a d4, please.
It's how many children you're about to have.
Oh, please. 1.
Everyone take 1 point of damage.
Any particular
As
flavor or
the-
varietal?
Your eardrum feels like it's just been punctured as those syllables leave Navos's mouth.
Like stick a finger and pinky in the ear, wiggle it around, pull it out, check for blood.
There's a teeny bit of blood.
Okay.
Flicks it out.
You give it a bit, and your hearing returns, but that did not feel pleasant.
Let's make this easier for you. Throw me one.
Blue corn tortilla.
It's got to be a place, because then it makes sense in conversation.
Right.
The laundry, the bathhouse, the something. Out here, go into the woods.
Speaking of going to the woods, the rest of our friends,
Yes.
as you all have been traveling this whole time. Doodly doo doo doo. Okay. Oh no. There should be an overlook on this one. My bad. I have so many layers of map going on here. I will throw that on there during break. So there is an overlook up there. There is a fort risen up a little bit on elevation off to the east there. And the road continues further into the woods to the northeast. Reshard, you would know this fort to be Isard. Oh dear. Oop. There you go.
What's this fort called?
Isard. Isard.
Thank you for spelling. That's not what I heard the first time, especially with Reshard knowing it. That's not what I was thinking it was.
I shart.
Welcome to Fort Ishart.
What can I get started for you today?
Is this
The
fort,
International Shrine.
Do I know that it is occupied, or is it abandoned?
Give me a history. The wind by now has died down, by the way.
That is an 8, but do I get any kind of advantage because this is my home turf?
No.
Just an 8.
Considering you spend most of your time in the woods,
I'm not in the books where you belong.
I'm going to say no on this one.
Fair enough.
If y'all look around, you will notice signs of life in this fort. Thank you, Curtis.
You know that.
Sorry, can you speak that one for the record, please?
Ishard, International Shelter of Angry Redneck Drunks.
So I should know. I should know this place then. I don't.
Yeah,
Told you.
I'm trying to give you advantage, my dude. I'm doing my best.
Nah, not really feeling it.
Damn. All right, points for trying.
It was worth a
You
shot.
did try. Valiant effort. So yes, you do see some signs of life. Fire or smoke coming from the chimney, that sort of thing. By now, the smell that you'd been tracking, that burnt flesh, with the wind dying down, you're kind of losing it. You're not really. It still kind of lingers in your nose in the way that burnt flesh does. Burnt flesh and hair. It's not pleasant. It's very acrid. Feels like it's burning in the back of your throat. And yeah, it's really faint at this point. But you do see the fort there, so that's cool. Wahoo! I started. You guys were having a conversation, unless the other two want to pipe in and say something first. Or if anybody wants to pipe in.
I noticed this building over here in the distance. Richard, do you know anything about this?
Yeah, that's the international agency.
Agency.
Yeah, it's Fort Ishard. I don't know much about it other than it's out here. It's in the direction of where we're smelling this stuff, though. So maybe this is where.
I mean, if it is
Maybe this is
abandoned,
where
this could
what
be a lair for this creature, or if it isn't, they might have information, perhaps tales of creatures in the woods.
Well, DM, you said that it seemed like this road hadn't been traveled in a couple weeks.
Not heavily.
Yeah,
Travel
okay.
has been very light. The couple that you had overnight, probably the first that's been through in a couple of days, at least.
We should just be careful.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more, but it isn't too far out of the way, and it might serve us some answers. If no objection, I'd like to head towards the fort.
Yeah.
From
I'm fine with
a
that.
little further back as this conversation's kind of been happening, we'll kind of like, yeah, sounds good. Brent kind of leans down to Navos and go, right now, it's the little boy's room. It's something innocuous, something that you might use in everyday conversation, but the people in the know what it means. And we'll talk more about keeping an eye on Lyric. There's a couple things that I can recommend.
Got it. We'll get there eventually. Let's catch up, though.
One house.
DM,
fire
do
at a
I
time.
notice any more weeds or invasives on this leg of our journey?
There's a lion head fish right there on the ground.
A lionfish,
Holy-
first of all. Second of all,
Check out all these fucking barnacles, man. They're crazy.
zebra mussels, as far as the eye
They're
can see.
Sorry, yes. Thank you. Is that a spotted lanternfly?
So there's like 750,000 of them.
My heart rate's going up again. Funny how that happens.
Do we win D&D if we give the GM a heart attack? Is that how you truly
If I have an
win?
actual aneurysm, it'll be recorded.
Thank you, Craig.
And OBS.
NOBS.
Man, I
Yeah.
wonder what my little floating head will do when my brain explodes.
I don't know, because your floating head isn't floating right now.
It sure is in the recording.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, you're not finding a huge amount along here. It seems to be moderately well maintained. You have entered into territory maintained by druids, typically. So that is something
Do I
that you
notice?
know there.
Do I notice any garlic mustard?
There's like 2 sprigs of it starting on the
I
footpath
will- I
up
will-
toward this fort from the road.
I will grab those.
Does the
Swirling away.
druid
You got
does
him.
the druid turf extend to the mountains, or is it on the east side of the mountain?
You don't know.
Just gonna hedge that bet.
The fort, as mentioned, does appear to be occupied. There's a couple of guards patrolling around a gate, kind of up above. You don't see anyone down on ground level. It seems like they're mostly keeping a lookout across the road and off to the south.
Do they fly any flags or banners?
Go ahead and roll me a history for that.
Okay, but could this just be a CCC camp? Because that would be pretty cool.
There's a 16.
Hold please, I have a tab loading. Real quick. Computer, it do be struggling again today. I am running so many things.
Computer, good thing.
Doodly-doo, doo-doo-doo. You are seeing emblems of Veriti the Relentless, goddess of the hunt.
Do I know anything about them, particularly like disposition? Do they seem like a friendly folk, more of a secluded, keep to themselves kind of folk, or a do not approach kind of folk?
For that, a religion check.
Perfect.
They
That I
follow
have training in.
Fariti the Relentless. They are relentlessly positive and happy to work with you. However, it is an MLM scheme the whole way down.
That is an 18 with my religion.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
Which group of paladins do you think might be in a place such as this, hedged by wild forests, druids, and harsh mountains?
Oh, pull them up. Do these? See, I'm kind of going straight for like verdant growth, but do you feel like they'd be more aggressive?
Perhaps we have at least one of the more aggressive. So primarily verdant growth, but then one of someone else.
Yeah, then one of Flame's Radiance. Maybe
Okay.
it ties in with the bandits that they were trying to remove.
Okie doke.
Burning down the trees.
So, Duncan,
Yes.
you would know that under the banner of Riti the Relentless, goddess of the hunt, there are a variety of paladins that might be in such a place. Paladins and clerics, I will say. Generally, the paladins are more what you're familiar with. If it's verdant growth, they tend to be much less aggressive. They tend to lean into the healing side of nature, where they're trying to encourage growth and development of these ecosystems and communities. If it's Flames Radiance, they are the strike team. They're the ones who will destroy an area in order to allow new things to grow. They will burn the earth in order to refresh it. Those are usually the ones that you'll have.
Do we smell that burning smell that we had smelled before? Does it seem like it's originating from this place?
That burnt flesh smell has pretty well dissipated at this point. The wind has died down by now. You still got a little bit of it in your nose, but it's not coming from outside of your nose. It's just stuck on the hairs in there. It's stuck in your mustache. It's
And
funny watching
has
all of you
Reshard-
reach for your mustaches at that point.
You know my mustache?
has Reshard had any interactions with this group?
Has he?
I don't know if anything directly, but maybe in passing. I mean, they're pretty significant crossover with where we tend to spend our time.
You've probably come across roving groups of druids every once in a while when you move into their area. You don't tend to spend a lot of time in their area because some of them are very weird. To the point where you're like, this is not the vibe that I want to be part of.
They're like hippies.
They take exception a lot of times to the work that you do. And they're really into co-ops.
Yeah.
They're likely to offer you granola if you get too
Yep.
close, and that would clean your teeth too much. It would also
Yeah.
make you poop more than once a month, which is really bad if you're trying to stay hidden and you don't want things tracking you. You can't be leaving that around.
Absolutely true. We should probably steer clear of these folks. Don't want them rubbing off on us.
Well, we don't know exactly who they are. I mean,
Oh, we know.
there's a lot of banners that fly
I'll tell
under
you who they are.
Renti.
I know the ones around here, and I'm telling you, these ones, we might as well just keep on going. Maybe they have some information. Maybe they've seen some things, and at a distance, we can smile and nod and wave and ask our questions, but we don't want to linger here long. These people, they get into your head.
I will look to Brennan Avos. Kind of, like, what are your thoughts?
I think it's worth a stop.
Yeah, if they have an idea on either two of these beasts we're looking for, it would help.
They've got a lot of ideas.
We might find a common enemy with them. Perhaps they'd be able to assist.
They're good people. I mean, I'm not criticizing them for that. It's just, they're just. You'll see.
Okay, I'll press on towards the fort.
Pressing on toward the fort, we will head to break and come back at 9.
Cool.
Sounds good.
That is.
See
I
you all.
was close.
In 10.
I spelled it with an F, not with a V. That's fine. Riti the Relentless. That's a good name.
I threw a Y in there.
Yeah, it's kind of a crapshoot to see where the vowels land. I'm going to go grab water and make sure nothing is frozen in the meantime.
Derek, my sister is stuck in Boston because her plane like froze, so they've been
I
having
heard
to
about that.
de-ice it. Um, so she's like actively, she's been on the plane like this for like hours.
Oh no.
And she was really bored and she was requesting things to do. So I sent her the link to the Gatebreaker game.
Oh, cool.
So she had been playing through it. I'm like, hey, like massive caveat here, like just be aware that it's still really early stages and we're not ready to like actually have people see the demo yet. But like I figured just an early look. And she made it almost all the way. She made it to the interaction with the camper, and then she said it froze. She wasn't sure if it was because of her service or what. But I know we've had issues like in that same area anyway, so I'm thinking
Yeah.
it
That's where it's at for now.
she says that she's really enjoying it, and dude, like when you rolled out the latest updates as quickly as you did, I still like I can't I can't fathom that that happened. Like I had just sent that text message, and then you were like, it was just there.
That's the nice thing about like battle data equipment. It's all done now. It's just adding little things to it. It's just the conditionals. Yeah, I hope she's liked it. Yeah, solo should be done. It's just if you go with a group. Because the problem is it's that the conditional of if you have NPCs in the combat, it's trying to make sure they get a turn, trying to figure out how to go about it.
Gotcha.
But I hope she gets out soon. Yeah, your mom mentioned that they were trying to get her out a little
yeah, that's
sooner.
right. Thanks for coming to that party, by the way.
Yeah,
Really
of course.
appreciate it. I know there wasn't a whole lot to do like for like grown-up people, but I know Colin appreciated having you there.
Yeah, no, it was nice. Yeah, Jesse kept trying to push me into the mats, so we'll see next time.
That rascal.
That rascal. Yeah, I hope he likes his gift. I got the walkie-talkies. I wasn't sure if you already had some for camping.
Dude, we did not, and we've been playing with those nonstop.
Good.
I think that's been his favorite gift out of everything. So that's awesome because I couldn't remember who had gotten those. So we've been doing hide and seek around the house. So one of us will hide with the one walkie-talkie, and the other one will have to go after. And dude, he picked it up. He'll like talk in the radio.
Oh, that's great.
It's awesome. It was like perfect gift. It was a really good gift. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, of course. Yeah, hopefully the
How have you been, Evan? What's new?
Too bad.
I've been enjoying the snow. We got about 1.5 to almost 2 feet of snow here. It goes all the way up to my knee, and it has been a struggle all day long trying to get rid of it.
Yep.
It's like it's so heavy that it has to be cleared off of the roof, off of our garages and our carports and things like that. Otherwise, it will sink them in, and it's just been a day.
That's awful. Well,
yeah.
We're almost through the winter. It'll be springtime in no time.
I am excited. All of our parks in the area have been closed because they get closed during the off season or whatever. So we haven't been out much. I'm ready to be back outside. My tennis career needs to start again. I'm ready for some warm weather.
Tennis.
The park is not closed.
Tennis.
How dare you?
My park is the Wannabe Park. That's our rec park. We have a tennis court. They just really recently rebuilt it, so it looks super nice. But they close it from, I want to say, October to March. It's ridiculous.
Are you any good?
I'm decent. I do it mostly as a hobby for fun.
Did you play in school?
I actually did not. I was doing too many other sports while I was playing in high school and stuff, and tennis just wasn't super fashionable. I grew up in Florida, so swimming, baseball, football, things like that. I just didn't have time for tennis. I didn't pick it up until later in life, and I kind of regret not doing it sooner in my life because it's the only way you get really good.
Are you in a league then?
No, like I said, it's just hobby, fun. Uh, Myself, my partner, we both play. We have other couple partners that play. We'll do exhibition games, things like that, doubles. Nothing too serious, but it keeps us young. It keeps us moving and grooving.
Mhm.
It's the new pickleball, I want to say. No, pickleball is getting up there. They also put a new pickleball league in there, and I constantly see people playing. So maybe I'll pick that up too.
I've never played that, but that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. That's the one where you're in a room, right? And you're hitting the wall and it's bouncing off the wall. And what
Pickleball
is that?
is played on a tennis style court. It's just much smaller. I think you're thinking of racquetball, which is played with
Racquetball.
that little rubber ball. There's
Yep.
also the one that they have like these big like cane hook looking ones that are also played in a room, and they throw those at the wall. I don't remember what that one's called, but
Pickleball's outside.
Mhm. And it's played on a-
Squash is inside.
squash, I think is the other
Welcome back,
racquetball.
friends.
It's
Oh,
where it's where the first nuclear reactor or first man-controlled nuclear fusion reaction was made, or a fission reaction was recorded. Was on a squash court in Yale.
And he just threw it so hard.
It was the
Sorry,
only
I'm
place
freaking out.
big enough and secret enough that they could build it during the Second World War. So they built it on a squash
That's-
court, and they're like, "Oh fuck, that works. We should do this Manhattan Project thing."
How many more people can you kill?
So anyway, welcome back, friends. That's enough banter.
Sorry for
And
the
history?
fun fact. God.
Gross. Don't make me learn things. It's my day off.
You don't want me to make you learn things. Meanwhile, Andrew's intentionally trying to kill you.
Thank you for reminding me. My heart rate was coming back down, but boy howdy,
Not for long.
not for long. So I put the overlook on there. Wahoozle. Once
Hooray.
again, if you go to that, you will see 2 hexes out instead of just the one. You're currently in Druid Turf, as far as you're aware. The fort is not massive. It's not super exciting necessarily, but it does oversee the road. You can see a footpath, which is what you've come up to reach the fort itself. A couple of guards wandering around up top. They don't seem. They are not as militant as anywhere you've been thus far. They seem fairly chill. They take note of you, give a little wave, but don't really press an interaction.
just smile and wave, boys.
Kowalski.
Kowalski analysis.
Wait, that's the wrong one. Anyway.
Like I said, they are very friendly. Just don't engage them with politics. They have this mind virus. You just don't want to get into it with them.
Oh, the Celestial Collective. I don't see any of their banners.
I'm
Like
not familiar with them, but collective, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Not for
Not
me.
familiar at all.
I told you the only reason I used a Thane token is because I didn't have another one ready.
Yeah,
For
don't
no
get me
reason
started
in
on
particular.
that collectivism stuff. That's
Spits
No.
on ground.
I think they have some merit to it, but some of their methods are a little too brutal for me.
So
Walking to, are we allowed to walk into the fort, or they would just?
the door is closed.
Okay.
But you assume if you were to kind of flag down somebody up above, you could figure that out.
And I will do just that with kind of one hand. Excuse me.
Yeah, what's up?
We are just passing through. Is there someone I could speak to inside the fort here?
What are
I'm
you
looking
looking
for
for?
Just for some information, if I may.
What information?
The collective
Perhaps I
of
can
us
help?
are looking. We're hunting down a creature that has been spotted through these woods here, and I was hoping
We
for
don't
some...
usually accept hunters. Do you have a permit?
I'm
We
gonna look
do.
for a card. Do we have a permit for this? Are we insured?
We do have a permit. This is an invasive animal. It is killing native animals in the area. It is attacking people.
Which permit do you have? Who's it by?
Yeah, it's the
So-
magical beast permit from
Is
what's the
that
name of this?
Panora?
River.
River
It's not
Branch?
a-
Stone
yeah,
Mountain.
right. River Branch.
River Branch? Kind of turns, talks to that one. We accept in River Branch right now. Right, hold on, we'll be down in a second. And you see the one who's been shouting down to you
No
disappear.
rush. No rush.
The head
Alright,
kind
he's-
of slowly fades out of view. You don't see much hustle going on with this particular individual. They seem to be a halfling as well. Shorter stature than the other one. And eventually, about 10, 15, 20 minutes, somewhere in that range. Definitely not rushing. Hey there. You said you've got your permit from River Branch. Well, let's bring you in. Keep your weapons to yourselves, please.
Of course.
Don't want any of the paladins getting feisty.
Agreed.
Yeah, come on in. Starts showing you into the hold proper. It's not a bustling place. It's not super happening. But you do get the sense that there's at least a contingent. Is that the word I want? I don't know. There's a solid handful of guards and people around, enough to keep the place running, enough to keep the walls properly staffed. They've got the usual amenities that you would need to keep a group such as this functioning: kitchen supplies, medic bay, places to stay. There's a small stables with a cart. 2 carts. I'll give them 2 carts. And generally the vibes, pretty chill. Nothing like Kalo was.
Yeah, now that we're closer, I can see these paladins closer. Can I identify them as paladins of the Radiant Flame or paladins of the Verdant Growth?
You can do that. Yes. You've seen
And
a
they
lot of
are?
verdant growth, and there are. Hold, please.
Holding.
There's a handful of Flames Radiance. More than you normally see in one area. They are notable for having bare feet, and their feet are tattooed with dark, almost
I must ask for
soot-looking.
clarification because this is Dungeons and Dragons. Feet with no shoes on or feet that are bears?
Feet with no shoes on.
Perfect. Thank you.
A variety of species.
They are druids.
Free range
humanoid.
grippers.
I hate that. But their feet are tattooed, almost to look as though they carry soot on their feet always.
Okay.
Some small climbing patterns that start trailing up the leg into the armor.
So this is a mixed group of paladins, some from the Radiant or the Flame Radiance, and some from Verdant Growth.
Yes,
Okay, perfect.
mostly verdant growth.
And the man that is showing us in kind of, I'm assuming, is Verdant Growth.
No,
I assume wrong.
is not a paladin.
Oh, just somebody works here, an intern.
Yeah. I just work here.
Undecided. Unsorted currently.
Uh,
Has to put on
Uh,
the speaking helmet, the sorting helmet.
Okay. I will allow him to guide us to wherever he's taking us.
He seems fairly comfortable wandering around through here. And as he is showing you around what's going on, ends up taking you to captain's quarters, we'll call it. It's the most official looking place they seem to have. That isn't the food hall.
Mhm.
um, right. So yeah, that's where everything is. If you need anything else, just ask around. People should be able to show you. You're gonna want to speak to Arepo over there. Um, she's the one in charge, so maybe she can give you the info you're looking for.
I very much hope so. Thank you very much for your assistance. You have a wonderful day, and I'll move to shake his hand.
We'll shake your hand as well. Very sturdy handshake from this halfling. Thick callus on these hands. These hands have worked. Bit of dirt and grime under those fingernails. Looks like the hands have been scrubbed, but the dirt is under there. That's a permanent fixture. Probably a druid. Looking this close at him. Getting a little whiff of knotweed. No, that was a joke. There's no knotweed.
I feel like there is a branch of weed that it's not weed, KNOT. Comes from trees. It's great. It's delicious. Just not weed.
You should plant it everywhere.
There's aneurysm. Okay. Arepo is over at a table, currently leafing through some documents. She is an elf. Currently lightly armored, leathers and whatnot. Almost looks Twistwind, but that's just the trauma speaking.
Which does she have indicators of what paladin faction she is in?
No paladin faction.
Great.
Walking up. Excuse me, ma'am. A moment of your time, if I may.
She finishes looking through her papers here. Takes her time.
No rush.
How can I help you?
Hopefully with some information. My party and I have come to these woods in search of a large creature, radiant in nature, causing havoc. We have come.
Oh, you're here for the Sun Eater.
Yes,
The what now?
the Sun Eater, Run. The Sun Eater is what we're out
Oh,
here for.
right,
It is
yes.
above your pay grade. That's why I didn't tell you about it. Yes, ma'am. The Sun Eater.
And why have you come here then? It's not
we're-
here.
Of course, it's not here, but we're hoping that you may have any sightings of such creature, so that we may follow the lead.
If Three Flowers still here, you might talk to them.
Do you know where I might find them?
That's a good question. At this time of day, which is afternoon, he's probably resting out back, keeping an eye over the forest. I
Okay.
believe, who was brought in recently? One of his friends. Pyrax, I think, was brought in. Over in the infirmary. You could try talking to them.
Who
She seems
runs
so
this-
unbothered.
Who's in charge here?
That would be me.
Yes, I think the door tended to be that clear. So there have been no official reports of any unscrupulous activity, things of a large nature.
She looks a little confused of like unscrupulous.
Out of the ordinary, uncommon,
I mean,
rare.
there's certainly some strange happenings these days. People on the roads are being attacked. That's why we're on high alert.
Exactly why we're here as well.
Out to the west, there's some kind of strangeness going on in the forest. Things are decaying rather strangely, acting out. Sun Eater's new, but these things happen.
But they do, and they still need to be dealt with accordingly. But I thank you for
I'm
your time.
curious how you intend to. She does finger air quotes. Deal with this creature.
That is company secrets that we like to keep
I'm
close
in
to.
your company. I
You
would
are in
like
our
to know.
company.
As one of
Um,
the wardens for this region, I would like to know your intentions.
Our
And there's
intention-
suddenly a little bit of intensity to her face. There is a seriousness now of, keep in mind you are talking to the boss around here, and she's asking. That's the look.
We
Like
have a permit. We intend to address the introduction of a new predator in this area that is killing things that it shouldn't be. We intend to dispatch with it the same way that we would any other predator.
I see. Very well then. I would recommend you go speak to the two I've named. They seem to have the most information these days.
Just for my own edification, I think that's the word. Do you have any plans for prescribed fires in the future? In the near future?
Plans for prescribed fire. We are entering the rainy season. She starts leafing through some pages, gets to one that you see a lot of chicken scratch on. It doesn't seem as though we have any planned. The Radiants have been a little feisty about that, but you know how it goes. Paladins.
You had mentioned the things that were decaying to the west of here. We just came from the south, near the graveyard, just off of the road. There were things, seeds, thorny vines that were growing from the inside of creatures, vultures, things that I've
That's
never seen
strange.
before.
Do you have a sample?
I do not.
We have the feathers.
She starts writing down a note.
I did collect feathers, but none of the seed. I was concerned about transporting them. Something like this is not something that I have seen before. And the reason I bring this up to you, I know that decades ago, your people helped protect these woods from bandits.
We still do.
My hope is that you would consider protecting it from this new threat. And it sounds like you were made aware of it until now. So,
give me a persuasion. Just to emphasize, see how strongly you can get across this urgency.
Okay, that is going to be. I'm not a very persuasive guy. Nope, that's a 3.
That's okay. I will see about sending someone down to check it out. She pulls over a map, a very, very crude sketch of road, couple of features. Basically what you've got unlocked there, because it ignores most of the mountains, which are to your south. You said about a cemetery?
Yes, and Reshard
found
take out his crudely done map in his poor handwriting. You guys actually see there's like a little cabin, like a little place marked for home, just off to the west. But yeah, if you follow the road down south, it's just a little due north of the cemetery.
I see. I will see what I can do. Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Just whoever you send, just have them be aware. The people that I was with were having issues with paralysis and poison. The vines were grabbing them, and they very well could have
Oh dear.
not made it up. So
That
just
sounds rather harrowing.
If I may,
You may.
he'll reach into a pocket and pull out the flowers he'd collected from the plant that was trying to murder and paralyze us. These are the flowers of the thing that was trying to do that to us. I
didn't realize they had.
Hoping to ask either you or Three Flowers if they have any insights on this, or if they recognize it at all.
She very gently just like holds a hand out, just no effort to reach towards you, just place in hand. Thank you.
Brun will go over and acquiesce. Like
One
an
deposit,
ET,
please.
like a vending machine that just won't take the crinkly dollar.
And you see this energy build around her as it sits in her palm. She looks at it considering, and her eyes kind of flash a little bit. Huh. I see. That's new. I'll make sure to send someone along who can properly deal with this then.
The work is
Is
appreciated.
there anything else you needed to report, or is that all I can help you with today?
I think that is
There's an
more
angusher.
than- Oh,
There is an
There you go.
angusher in the woods as well. I don't know how much of a concern that might be to you or your people. We were going to hunt it with our permit, but we ultimately decided to go after the Sun Eater instead. That's all really we have. Thank you for your time.
An anguisher. All right. We'll see about that as well, I suppose. But if it's too far out of our range, it's not really our concern. The Woodweirds, though. That's a new one. Enjoy your day. It's lovely out. And she
Yeah.
just starts going back to her paperwork. There's been a new pile of it deposited on her table here by somebody else who just kind of like wandered through, tossed it down, gave a little wave, and walked away. It's like, cool, thanks. So she's back to leafing through that.
leafing.
Oh.
I've said that so many times, waiting for somebody to say something.
And on our way out to,
Just for a moment.
I'm telling you, weird people. Weird people.
Seemed pretty cordial to me.
Yeah.
What makes them, again, what makes them weird to you? They're not any weirder than anyone else. It looks around at our little quartet. They're not that weird.
A little more calm than you'd expect, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, let's just let's just go.
Well, we have two people to talk to, Three Flowers and Pyrex in the infirmary. Perhaps Brun and Richard, if you would talk to Three Flowers, perhaps you could get information on this creature. And Navos, if you'd like to come with me, we could go talk to Pyrex.
Duncan, I would love to.
But we will stay together as a group within this fort.
I was gonna say, as you all start kind of talking about splitting up, the guard who had escorted you in here,
Yeah, don't do that. Stay
if
together.
you all could stay together, it makes you easy to keep track of. You're welcome to wander about, but stay together, please.
Well, Three Flowers it is then. Perhaps all four of us will go.
Yeah, Three Flowers. I think I saw him at the back. If you
Three
follow the
Flowers.
smell, you should be able to find him pretty easy.
Sorry,
Thank you
which
again.
smell am I following?
Just
His
along.
pipe.
Oh, okay. That I
Yeah.
can follow.
Of the
Yeah,
knotweed.
he
And
should
we
be
will-
out there.
We will
Um,
rule 16. No, rule 19. Follow your nose. We'll find that smoking pipe, and head around back.
He's usually got some half leaf. It's a little stinky.
To have things
Good
leave.
luck. Enjoy. And wanders off again. And that is where we will leave you all for the night to give us a little bit of an early evening.
Okay.
Just to try and transition from our earlier schedule to our later schedule.
Heard.
Alexis
Uh,
needs time to relax after
De-stress.
everything with the weed.
The party's
Just let me play it
Oh,
out.
man. I need to
It's
go
not gonna be
outside
what
and
you
lay
think.
in the snow again, just to calm
It's not
down.
going to be what you think. Just let it. Just gotta wait. let it
I don't
happen.
want to.
Let
I
Andrew
hate it.
terrorize your perfectly balanced nature of
My
this fantasy world.
ecosystems.
Yeah,
No.
no, my ecosystems.
I crafted them, Sumo.
Ah,
I spent minutes on these.
hey now.
Hey now, hey now.
Hey nah. Any last anythings from anyone before we fully shut down this session here and do stars and wishes? Is there any last things that you would like to do looking around the fort that you can be
No, I'm
thinking
excited to
about
talk
for
to you.
next
3 flowers and
session?
hopefully
Yeah.
render some aid to this Pyrex. If he's in the infirmary, he might need a healing hand of an old man.
Or some herdy ones from a younger one.
Just for my knowledge, does Navos know much about these the paladin groups? These specific ones?
Make me a religion check.
And while he's doing that, when I had heard Sun Eater, did that mean anything to me?
Not really.
Okay,
I'm not
that's
even going to have you roll for that one.
I figured that was the case, but just wanted to follow up on it just to be sure.
Yeah, worth checking.
The excuse me, what? We're doing a
The
what
where?
now?
The what?
I just finished a book series called the Sun Eater series, so this got
neat.
me really excited. Yeah, it's meant to be.
Just for funsies, this is from Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting. Anyway, what were you saying, Derek?
Oh, that's a 9. So
A 9.
average.
I mean, you might know a little bit, like their nature, paladins and clerics and druids usually. You got the Healy ones, you got the Birdie ones, and that's what you got. You don't even know about the other ones.
Yeah, I just when I'm looking at my notes, I don't want to start throwing out names that I shouldn't know.
Yeah, fair enough. You would know Flames Radiance and the Verdant Growth. I'll give you those.
Okay.
They are the most common of the crew. By the way, the 2 hexes to the right there, those are forest as well. To the east. Y'all are starting to head up toward much more forest. Any other questions I can answer right about now?
That I can think of.
Good.
Okay. In that case, stars and wishes.
I will give a
Anything
gold star. I like that. I feel like a lot of the nature, the forest exploration stuff comes with a tinge of. It's very apparent you guys all work for the DNCR, and there's that perspective that kind of is this a prescribed burning? But I appreciate that there is a lot of thought and depth into like the foresty sections, and it makes sense. and I enjoy that because it's a perspective that I don't share. I've never worked for the Forestry Service here in Pennsylvania. I've never worked in an environmental situation, and I'm learning things that I didn't necessarily know before.
You've learned how to give me an aneurysm on the spot.
The aneurysm, the invasive species,
But yeah,
plants and things like that. I'm learning so much.
Yeah,
It is
thanks for that, Andrew.
But it is
You just
a good
have to
car
wait and see. Just let it run its course.
It's
For the
a
lot
It'll
of
be
you.
okay.
Yeah, it's a level of attention and detail that you guys are both, that especially Reshard is bringing in as like, these are my woods. Like, I know what the fuck's going on, and I really like, Brun knew a lot of what was going on in Kahlo. Now it's Reshard's turn to sort of be the local guide that knows what's going on. And yeah, the one of the scariest sessions I ever ran was or I would ever played in, was a building was on fire and we had to go in and rescue that. And the GM was a volunteer firefighter, or like was a firefighter, and knew how to make that shit absolutely intense. And like just having that practical knowledge and applied knowledge adds just a level of a level of truth that I absolutely love. So yeah,
Exactly my point. We get this from Reshard when he's doing the thing, but we also get this a lot from Alexis in the way that the hex crawl is going and the way that the things are situated. Oh, these are hills, these are forests. It makes logical sense because this is a thing you guys do. You see this day in, day out. This is how lowlands are created, this is how valleys are created, and things like that. And it adds a layer of authenticity to this already pretty serious style campaign that is very refreshing, because usually when I create maps and things, I'm like, yeah, just put a mountain right there. It makes sense. There's got to be a mountain for the story, so put a mountain there, put a town there. But this kind of style of doing it, especially with this hex crawl, it feels fresh, it feels new, it feels like I'm learning something as well. And I know that probably wasn't the intention, but gold star for it, you know?
I'm going to piggyback off of that as well, and I want to say, Alexis, that I've been looking forward to the nature-based exploration side of this campaign since day one, since before we started, like pre-session 0, when I agreed to like do this campaign. I was like, I don't know, I just you can tell that there's expertise in there. You can tell that there's interest in there, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this, so I'm excited to see more of it. Just let me see what I do with the invasives first.
I know, but also, I am gonna go lay in the snow just for a bit to cool off.
Quick tip.
Stars, as always, for you guys, talking through your options, like trying to logic your way through this crawl. That's one of the things that I was really excited to see how you would handle having this information at your hands, like readily available. Like you have options, but I feel like this is giving you enough information to make
Informed
a
decision.
an informed decision. Yeah, and you guys are really taking that into account. Like, oh, we could go up to this overlook, get a better view, but we do have this other information, and I kind of know this area. Like, the back and forth on that is super cool to see. So I'm glad to see y'all taking this in stride. I will admit to still being kind of nervous about this, the hex crawl stuff, but I'm gonna Delulu my way through it.
Also,
Oh,
star
Gen
for all of
Z.
us, because when presented with all of this information and options, we covered so many hexes today, guys. We covered so much fucking ground.
Truly.
Instead of like yapping ourselves into circles, as has happened a time or two.
There is still time for that, but
There is still time, but now we covered,
because technically we have made one circle. We went to the graveyard, and some of you went back and came back out. So there was one circle there.
Half of the party.
We've done
Yeah.
our circling. Now it's y'all's turn.
But you're gonna circle together.
Together with hands. Come on, hold your hands. We don't lose each other.
What is the
Safety rope.
schedule? What is the schedule the next couple weeks? I know that we had talked about moving some some sessions around. I just need a refresher on what games are when.
2 seconds, please.
So next week was supposed to be my game on the 2nd of February, but that got moved to February 9th, which is the
Yep.
week.
So next week will
coming up.
be a standard. I'm running it. The week after that is Evan, and then back to me
Mhm.
until March.
Everything is ready for my game. Hopefully, at the end of next session, I will give the information for making our new characters for our upcoming adventure on the 9th. That should hopefully be fun. I'm excited for it.
Are we
It's
sticking
always
with
a hoop when y'all are running things.
7 p.m.?
That's fine for me.
I believe so. Andrew, I was about to ask, how is Kylie doing with you returning to the table?
It's funny. So I've gotten some messages as we've been sitting down here because Colin has just been up there screaming. So her most recent one says, "I'm going to lose it." So that's never a good.
Oof.
That's never a good
Oop.
sign. Yeah,
Just-
it's not because of the game. It's because of the kids.
Just pull a Navos and just throw the kid in the library, lower shelves only. He should be good. Pay
With an
somebody
owl
10
demon
gold.
that you've sold a language to.
You know,
And
pay 10
Uh,
gold.
we sent the
So I
kid.
don't-
The kid's got books to read.
They're fine. Here's an
If-
iPad.
I don't.
What were you
I
saying?
don't remember. Was I going to try to do next game and then take the following week off for Evans, or was what we discussed last
I
time
think
was
you wanted to be for
I
Evans.
wanted to do Evans. Yeah, so
I think
I
you
will
wanted
not
to do Evans.
Yeah, I think that's
yeah,
why
I
we
will
went
not be able
with
to do. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I just wanted to make sure. So, as long as you promise not to kill me off next game, Alexis, I probably
You
will not be
ask
here
so
for the second,
much.
but it will be. So you guys can start whenever you want, whatever works for you. But yeah, the 9th will be my next game.
I would like to keep from flip-flopping our schedule around, our start time around, so we'll stick with 7, just for some consistency.
Works for me.
Andrew, you sent me your sheet for Richard. I will
Mhm.
just Jaeger probably for next week. If you have
So-
some notes
Yeah.
or anything
Yeah,
about
do I
how
see?
he would
Here's the problem:
act.
is I don't know. I don't want to reveal to you what I'm doing,
Okay.
but
Me
but
either.
also
You can
if you're
admit that.
playing the character, I need there's some plants that I'm not touching, and there's other plants that I'm very specifically going after, and it's not just
Okay.
because they're invasive. There's other reasons. So I will message you with some
You
notes
tell
for
me
the next
what
game.
information you
minor
want to tell me.
Yeah, as long as then that should be fine.
If you are not willing to have me Jaeger, which is fine, you can say no.
Yeah, no, that's
We
fine.
can sideline you for a session, and that is also acceptable.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You just stay the
You can
fort.
play.
Cox
What I will
rifle.
probably do is send you a list of potential plants that I would be on the lookout for, and if any of those fit, then if I come across them, then you can pick them up on my behalf.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm just guiding them to reach the Sun Eater and a man of few words, and usually the words he has are not really worth hearing, so it should be fine.
Understood. Sounds good. So we will miss you next week, but it does sound like your wife needs you. So I guess I'll
Yeah, I should go.
so talk to you later. Thank you for being here.
Mhm.
Does anybody else have any quick stars or wishes for me? Things you want to see? Things I shall change or adjust?
Tying up like environmental stuff. I'm excited for Anguisher if we get to them, but especially the Sun Eater. Tying into like
Now
the
we have a name.
seedlings. Yeah. Tying in the seedlings of like additional things that they're able to do, the whatever psychological damage is gonna happen. Excited and worried.
Okay, cool.
I am
Good.
curious about one thing. It might be a stylistic thing. If we're looking at the map of the hex crawl, I do see hexes, but I also see diamonds. Is there a purpose to those?
So, that is Andrew. If you want to pop off, You are welcome to do so, because I'm about to
I'm
get
gonna go do that.
real
This
specific.
information is for you.
Good game, guys. I will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Peace
Bye.
out.
Later.
Okay, so come on, load. Come on. There we go. I bring us back to the world map, which also has hexes, right?
It does.
So each of these hexes is 8 leagues, which is 24 miles. Yeah, 24 miles. That's the distance that you can travel in a day for the average speed of an adventuring party. So if we scooch on down lower, where you have learned your location is, you'll notice there is a series of 7 hexes. If you look at the way that those are aligned, it matches up very well with those diamonds. So it's just shrinking the hexes to be a little more detailed. So
see.
you've mostly been hanging out in the central hex here. You started moving up into about there. So you're kind of at the intersection of 3 hexes. So it's
I
really
see.
just the way that they aligned that ended up with those diamonds and hexes, or diamonds and
Yeah, I'm
triangles.
just curious.
Yeah. So it's just a higher resolution map than the world map is. Because on this map, each hex is 1 league. So there you go. More you know. I've been getting real nerdy with this mapping. I don't know if y'all could tell.
Good.
Again,
you mentioned real world expertise and such in this. Boy, howdy. I looked at where streams have started. The biomes, ugh. I'm having so much fun.
And again, that's what I mean in the sense of like this authenticity it adds it just makes the game immersive, which is something really hard to do when you do online games, at least for me. And I enjoy that quite a bit.
So yeah, shout out once again to the YouTuber I stole a lot of this from, which was, who the heck was that? Diddly doo. Flipping through all the notes. Yeah, I don't know. It's in here somewhere. I said it last time.
Somebody
consult the tapes.
Consult the tapes. Yeah, it was how to make hex crawls fun or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm not seeing it here. But yeah. So I've been really excited to try this for a hot minute.
Hell yeah.
So here
I think
we
so far
are.
it's going very well. I'm
Yeah.
quite enjoying it because it's something tangible. I can eat. It's meaty. I can eat into it.
Oh, here we go. Mystic Arts on YouTube.
Mystic Arts.
Make hex maps easily with the power of outlines was the video. Because I have cited too many resources to not put actual resource references in my notes.
Correct.
Any other questions for me, or anything else I can be nerdy about? Yeah, fair enough.
No, not at the moment.
Any other wishes?
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how things are going.
Okay. Another thought for next week, which I should have mentioned when Andrew was here. I could also run something alternate for a week, if y'all would want to.
I'd be interested in that as well. I really enjoyed. I know the one time that I think it was Andrew's time to go, but he had something come up, and we played Not a Demon. I really enjoyed that.
I have so many RPGs.
I mean,
Screw it. Let's plan on something different next week.
Okay.
Heard.
Get something you've been itching at. Let's try it.
Okay. Well, back-to-back out there sessions.
He was gonna miss it anyway, so
True.
we might as well have something slightly different. So that sounds fun. Let's do that.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to stop recording.
Bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig.
Now.